Gee, I'm not going to be that good, really. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. My God, he looks so much younger on television. I guessed it, didn't I, when I walked out? But I want to say that I'm really very, very happy to be here for the Royal Variety Show, and I feel that this is a sort of a return engagement for me. You see, I was here for this same show, for the Royal Show in 1949, and I was such a big hit that they brought me right back again 12 years later, you see. Fortunately, I've had other work in between, you know. I mean, I don't depend on this entirely for a living or anything, you know. You know, I'm in television and I do concerts and benefits and things like that. And but anyway, here I am again. Of course, this may mean nothing to you, but the Prudential Life Insurance Company is thrilled at this thing. But you know, I must tell you, Friday, we arrived Friday, and I was met at the airport by incidentally, I wasn't introduced when I first came on, so those of you who do not recognize me, I'm Bob Hope, you see. But I know he's in town. I thought I'd take advantage of it. But when I arrived Friday, I was met at the airport by Mr. Delfont, who is in charge of this show. And before he even said hello, he walked right over to me. I got off the plane, and he said, "Jack, it's a very long show, and you'll do 8 minutes." Then as we synchronized our watches, he said, "Did you have a nice trip?" And I said, "Yes." And imagine I flew 8,000 miles practically to do 6 or 8 minutes. 8 minutes he allowed me. Let's say 8 minutes, that was it. And he, of course, I can't understand. I was here, when I was here in 1949, they allowed me 35 minutes, you see. But of course, that was for landing, doing my act, and getting out of England at this time. This I couldn't figure out at all because my great-great-great-grandfather was a British hero, you know. His name was Benedict Arnold. And we don't talk very, very much about him at home. You see. But I must tell you, I have a doctor here. I'm not changing the subject or anything. It's about my arrival. But I have a doctor here in London who is one of my closest friends. And we've been friends for many, many years. And although we do not see each other often, we write to each other, correspond. And he worries about me a lot, this doctor here. And I'm not going to mention his name. First place, it's not ethical, you know. And then in England, I wouldn't save anything anyway. But he worries about me. He thinks that at my age, now that I'm working too hard. And he said, "I can't understand you, Jack. You fly all over the country. You're getting older. It's time to sort of, you know, take it easy now. And, you know, you're doing television shows every week. And you never did that before. And you're playing nightclubs and all this." He says, "Why?" He says, "Why do you do that?" He says, "Surely it can't be the money." Now there's a man who is a brilliant surgeon. But the minute you take off his rubber gloves, he's an idiot, you know. May I have my violin, please? Well, that's their opinion, you know. You could what you want about it. Mr. Collins, could I have a violin? Well, thank you very, very much. And I'd like to play my theme. You know, I must say that I'm a little bit nervous tonight. I don't know whether you can notice it. If my wife were here, she would notice it. And a funny thing, I'm only nervous because I'm never nervous where I should be in television, you know, where it's really my livelihood. And here, for some reason, I'm a wreck, you know, and I don't know. I'm doing it for nothing, you know, this whole thing. I don't know, maybe that's what's making me nervous. I don't know. But I guess the reason when I do, because I have done the command show, as I said before, and also a midnight show, The Night of 1,000 Stars. And the reason I'm nervous is because, well, when I'm out here in front of an audience and I'm surrounded by so many British stars, you know, I feel so unimportant at that time. It's like being stranded on an island with Marilyn Monroe and a boyfriend, you know? You have a feeling you're not needed, you know, in this thing. Could I have A, please? You know, I have been referred to, by the way, as the Van Gogh of the violinists. Because during my last concert, I was playing Mendelssohn, and a woman got up in the middle of the house and said, "My God, he's lost his ear," you know, in this thing, and that's how we'll play. And, you know, I must tell you, just one more thing, and then we'll play. If I got just a half a minute, I must tell you, you know, Maurice Chevalier is on the show, and we're very good friends. So I thought, here's a chance. He's coming back to America pretty soon, you see. So I thought I'd ask him if he'd be a guest on my show. And he said he'd like to. And I told him it's a half-hour show. I don't pay too much for these things, you see. And I asked him what he wanted for about 5 minutes as a guest. And without hesitating, he looked at me and he said he wanted $7,500. This is for 5 minutes, you know. So I just stared at him. I mean, I don't know. I didn't bat an eye or move a muscle or anything. I believe they call it temporary paralysis. But anyway, let's play our theme song. Okay. Dave, why did you stop?
Your 8 minutes are up.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I'm sorry. There you go. Thank you very, very much.